Hey guys, this is Jason from Excel Performance. Now, last week we were talking about stunting growth and everything around that topic. I would like to again go over that. So I want to go back for round two for a few reasons. One is because it's extremely important that we really understand this. I really want to sort of reach as many people as possible about this topic because it's so important. I mean, there's people out there that still believe this, and it's actually holding their kids back or themselves back because they're worried that if they come in the gym and they train heavy and they stunt their growth, then it'd be horrible. And it would be horrible if that did happen. But like we talked about in the last video, that's not true. Weight training will not stunt your growth. If anything, there's actually an argument that it could actually help increase your growth, improve your growth. Just a simple thing might be just that the increase of blood flow that you're doing when you're training could help you grow better. Like, I know that's very anecdotal, but it's but so is stunting growth. So the things I really wanted to go over again is I just really want to readdress this because I want to give some better real world examples of why this is important and like how this, just so this whole thing makes a little bit more sense. That's really what it's all about, right? So just a little bit more sense. So if we can look at a real world example, might be that if stunting growth really did exist, and it was due to the amount of load that we had on our bodies, sprinting would stunt everyone's growth. And the reason why that is because when we run, we put about 3 times body weight into our ground, especially when we're sprinting. Now, no one in the gym will ever, especially at a developing age, between, before puberty or going into puberty and around puberty, no one's lifting triple body weight. And that's what's happening every time you put a foot step into the ground when you're sprinting. So, and if someone was to be lifting about 3 times body weight in the gym in a deadlift or a squat or something like that, it'd most likely just be for a single rep, not for the 20 or 30, 40 steps, whatever it is when you sprint. Now, if we can just bear that in mind, that can really sort of put things in a little bit more perspective, I hope. Another good example might be a tackle. When someone in rugby or rugby league goes in for a hard tackle and they're body on body, that's quite a bit more force than what you'll ever find in the gym either. You'll never have someone with that amount of force on their body like you would in that tackle, because that tackle can be very devastating. And in sprinting and in rugby, we never really found anyone that's ever stunted their growth playing rugby or done sprinting. So I think that's a pretty good example, and I hope that kind of makes a little bit more sense as well. If we can just bear that in mind, that could really help. I mean, I really go over this because I really believe that gym training can be very healthy for kids, because it can just keep them healthy. It can improve their performance, which is awesome too. Mainly our job is to keep the athlete or you healthy during the sporting season. In the off season, we really do focus on performance, but we also do a lot of stuff we do just to keep you not injured, when you actually do go back. What we did go over in our last video was what could actually be stunting growth. What could stunt growth? I'm not saying this is stunting anyone's growth, but what could, if anything was ever going to be stunting anyone's growth, it would probably be malnutrition, not enough food. And a good example that I gave last time was the difference between North and South Korea, where South Korea and North Korea, they were the one country, and then they got divided, and then people from North Korea aren't as well fed as people in South Korea. And when people from North Korea escape and they go down to South Korea, on average from everyone that's escaped, it seemed like everyone was around 10 to 15 kilos on the weight, and they're also a fair chunk shorter than everyone else. So I don't know if that gives you an indication that could be something, if anything at all. Maybe, like I said last time, you might just be genetically disproposed to being as tall or as short as or as you're gonna be, and there's nothing you can do to fight that. But if anything was to do it, it could just be malnutrition. Things that you could do to sort of improve your nutrition, things to sort of aim for, if you can get enough protein in. Now, things you can do for protein is if we can get 2 times your body weight in grams in protein. So what that'll look like is, if you, just to keep it real simple, we'll go 100 kilos. If you weigh 100 kilos, you want to be eating around your body weight times 0.2 in grams. So that would be 200 grams of protein each day. You'll be hitting around the right mark for your protein intake for the day. Okay, this is for someone who's quite active, maybe going to the gym, playing football and all that sort of stuff. They're just to help the body recover. So if you're hitting about that, you're pretty much on the right track. Getting enough carbohydrates is extremely important. Enough vegetables is extremely important. I did talk about the vegetable thing because I did hear of one instance where there was twins that one of them got sick and one of them ended up being shorter than the other one. Now, if you can do anything to hold off sickness, and I'm not saying vegetables will, but if it does, again, I don't know what the science is on that, but if you can stay you stay healthy, there's a pretty good chance that you'll reach your full potential of height. But yeah, again, a lot of this stuff we talk about is anecdotal because a lot of it hasn't been studied. But what has been studied is the fact that weight training will not stunt your growth, and that's been done quite a few times. And there's nothing been to the contrary, so there's nothing been out saying that it does, apart from wives' tales. And like I was saying, I totally understand why you would be worried about that, and I would be too if it was true, but it's not. And good examples are like Olympic weightlifters and everyone doing weight training starting at a really young age. They do this and they're just fine. So again, I just want to say that I'm going over this for the second time because gym training could be extremely important. It could really make a huge difference to your child's health and performance, and I don't care if they are training with me or they're just training with someone else or they're going to a gym by themselves. I just really want to put this out there so parents and kids are at ease that they will be just fine if they do train. I know that kids, that gyms do have age restrictions, and that might be because they've fallen victims to the fallacy of stunting growth, or it might just be that they don't believe that kids under whatever age they've claimed to be mature enough to do it. That might just be it. In which case, I would definitely want to get someone with some knowledge and like a strength and conditioning coach to put them through gym training. I wouldn't let a kid loose into a gym, only because honestly what kids will do is they'll just go in and do bicep curls, and that's not really, yeah, it looks cool, but they're not really going to get much out of that as far as their sports performance is concerned. So I hope that kind of clears some more things up for you guys. If you want any more questions, if you have any more questions, it might be related to this, it might not be. If it's, just shoot me a question on Facebook, Instagram. Email me, whatever you want to do. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Alright guys.